Hello, this is Greg Allison, Ring Greg, coming to you on the waning minutes of 19 April 22. Time on deck is 23:5100 hours Central Daylight Time. Now, my friends, I got a breaking alert of an X2-Class solar flare that has just been shot from the sun, maybe about 2 hours ago. It's been detected by satellites. And this comes from a hyperactive region of the sun that is swinging into our direction, which is now on our side of the sun, which is going to get more powerful. Well, I can't say it's going to get more powerful. It's been flinging out quite a number of what appears to be X-class flares on the other side of the sun. Now it's turning our direction. It may not get more powerful, just perhaps more direct. But even the previous flare still caused radio disturbances on Earth when it was faced away from us for the most part. So that does mean that we have something to be concerned about potentially with this system. An X2 is not the end of the world, but it can be interesting. And with our declining magnetic field on Earth, our magnetosphere is shrinking. That means our shields are down. As our shields drop weaker and weaker, smaller and smaller storms are capable of doing greater and greater damage on Earth. And this may be a harbinger of things to come. Mind you, we've not reached solar maximum yet. At least we don't think we have. And solar maximum usually occurs when the sunspots are getting really close to the equatorial region of the sun. There's a certain spot there which they just apparently cease. But I don't think we're there yet. So, and we don't seem to be there on the calendar. Now, some of you may recall that not long ago, I did a video where I was talking about solar, well, it's been about a year ago. I did a video where two scientists come out with a paper, and they pointed out that every time there was a short cycle on the sun, that the next cycle was very intense. And even though we had been dropping down into smaller and smaller maximum cycles, they said the next one will be intense. I did a video on that because it kind of went against where we thought we were going with the grand solar minimum and sunspot cycles. And we had been on a definite trend line down. But they gave the criteria for how they count this, and I showed that in that video. This system so far is living up to what they talked about. That doesn't mean that we don't have some bigger overall downtime to cycle. It may not be a grand solar minimum. What it means is we may have a very active cycle this time around. And my friends, with like I said, with their solar, with our magnetosphere, our shields going down, this is not something to take lightly. The sun is never something to take lightly. With our grid not hardened the way it is, now that we know this and we're trying to get it fixed, I've been pushing real hard to try to get our grid fixed, guys. So we please need to work it. Hey, Jesse, appreciate it. I'm seeing guys in the room. We got 45 room. I don't plan to be here. Hey, Sophia, how you doing? I don't plan to be here late tonight like I usually am. So I just want to make this out. I want to get this out there. I'll show y'all real quick what's on spaceweather.com so y'all can see what we're talking about. Just give me a second here. I will share the screen from spaceweather.com. Bing, bing, hang on, guys. Share screen. Spaceweather.com. I did not plan to do a video tonight. One, because I worked today. I was tired. The last few days, I've not done videos like I normally do. I'm behind. And I got plenty of topic matters to talk about. There's plenty of things I want to cover. It's just I had to do some things I was way behind on taxes for my employees. Not even my personal taxes. I mean, I was trying to meet a deadline that was from the end of January. So I've just been really challenged lately. I had a hard time tracking down. Well, apparently my records got messed up. I lost some bank files and so a few other things. So I had to make up for that. In any event, here's what we're looking at, guys. X-class solar flare. Earth orbiting satellites have just detected an X2 solar flare. That said, this happened at 03:57 Universal Time. Guys, that's 2 hours ago. That's like in 2 minutes being 2 hours ago. So this is fresh news. This is breaking news of a solar event coming at us. And let me show you something else here, guys. Yeah, we got a lot going on in our solar system right now. Check this out. These are the sunspots. These sunspots would easily swallow Earth. They're huge. These are ginormous sunspots. It don't mean we can't have bigger ones. Usually when they get down around this area is when they snuff out. What happens is the sunspots start like, they don't start all the way to the north. They start like right about here and they work their way down and the same way in each hemisphere, and they work their way toward the center. Now, when this thing comes and aims straight at us, who knows what we're going to get, guys? We better hope and pray that this don't get too active, they don't get bigger sunspots, that it don't go crazier, and maybe we're approaching solar maximum a lot faster than we had thought we would, but that may mean an even bigger cycle next time around if we're getting so many shorter cycles like successively. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's really hope that isn't the case, but we don't want to see this get too intense for too long, because it does put our world, our systems in peril. We wouldn't have to worry about it if we had a grid hardened. Holy smoke. But that is an extreme perilous situation for us, given that we've not done our homework, we've not done the work we need to do as a nation, as a world, to secure our people. And I have been rallying on that and griping about that and trying to get some things moving. As you well know, I cover that a lot in my channel here. And I've chaired 2 power grid defense conferences, and we will have more people coming on here for interview with this. I've had a few things that have kept me too busy. There was this wet dress rehearsal, the space launch system I had to support, and I couldn't do videos. And then there was some schedule changes. Well, now they've rolled it back, and I got some of my tax deadlines, not everything, but just part of it done. So maybe I can focus a little bit more on bringing you some videos on this stuff, guys. For those of you who don't know, I just posted a video on my Galactic Grace channel, because today was the first day I actually returned to the office for a regular work day. I'd been there for a simulation back several months ago. This is my first regular work day back at work. And I'll be working off and on home and in the office alternately for a while, and then they'll put us back in the office probably full time. I kind of hope not, because that's a lot of gas, a lot of time. And guys, you know, it's kind of crazy to be just when somebody from the other side of the world might be targeting us, for me to go have to suddenly all at once now sit in ground zero, one of the biggest target zones, and the most heightened era of tensions for World War III that I've known in my life. That's just kind of nuts to me. It's just kind of, so why are they telling us, oh, we got to go sit in our seats under the target? Yeah. And do all that drive. Well, gas is extraordinarily high. Anyway, I'm somewhat not exactly the biggest fan of that. Here we go. Let me blow these up. Look at these sunspots, guys. They're ginormous. 2993 and 2994. Ginormous sunspots, guys. We got to watch this. We really got to watch it. This is just a heads up. This is an alert to you guys to do what you can to be prepared. What does it mean in immediate terms? If we have a major flare, hey, keep your gas tank full. Go get groceries. Don't put off those kind of things. Buy some extra. Go to the big box store. Buy rice. Buy beans. Buy those things that you need immediately. Water filtration, those kind of things. There's nothing on here that's scary in terms of asteroids coming at us, guys. I wouldn't be worried about that. If you're worried about something, it is this guy, the sun. Be awake, be aware, because I've always said that if man don't take us down, eventually the sun will. If we don't get our grid hardened, eventually the sun will take it down. It's going to fry it. It's going to destroy our nation if we don't do our job and get the grid hardened. You know, a lot of people in the power company are trying to, you know, paper this over, make it look like everything's okay. But those of us that understand the systems will tell you emphatically that is just not true. That is just not true. So let's do the due diligence. Let's get our job done and harden our grid from events like this and from events like EMP. Okay, I've done enough of this. I'll come back to the chat room, guys. See what you guys are saying. Oh yeah, okay. We got some good number of people in here. 75. I don't want to stay here too long. I'll stop the share. Yeah, halo. So guys, look, plain and simple. Like I said, go to the big box store. Don't buy anything more than you can afford. But guys, if you can afford it, get it. You know, get the beans, get the rice, get the stuff that's going to last, that's durable. And if you got time, check out prepwithgreg.com. We do still have that special, $150 off of a 3-month supply of this food. I don't know how they're maintaining this. I don't expect it to last long. They still have supplies. A lot of the prepping channels and companies are telling us that their supplies are running out. Right now, you can still get it. This stuff lasts 25 years. If we have a nuclear winter, you'll be glad. If you got this, you'll be a winner, because this food lasts. You can store it. You can bug out with it. It's lightweight. Prepwithgreg.com. Check it out, guys. Right now is a time that we got to take serious. We got to be real serious right now, because what's going on between Russia and NATO, it's not between Russia and that nation. It rhymes with neck pain. It's really between Russia and NATO. I'm going to do some videos on that, but there's just some topics I've been wanting to cover. I've just not had time to pull all the material out and present it to you. So I got more to come on that, guys. But a lot of people are buying into a lot of stuff that is, you need some perspective. A lot of people are buying into this whole snake venom idea. Nah, that's goofy, guys. Come on. It's important to have an open mind, but don't let your brains fall out, okay? Go look at Peak Prosperity. That man, he puts out some good material. He's really sharp. Check that channel out for that snake venom story, because he sets it straight. He's a good man, Chris Martinson. I really like his videos. He does a lot of good detailed analysis. He is very sharp individual. Check him out. All right, guys. Nick Payne. Yeah, we're kind of short on what we can say. I'm hearing. I haven't seen. I went see Brad on Full Spectrum Survival. Yeah, I watch Brad. Brad on Full Spectrum Survival was saying that they've come out with stuff and saying you can't use that word or that country and that you'll get demonetized, blah 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 blah. And he said his videos that did that already were demonetized. Well, mine have not been, but I've noticed Canadian Prepper took up the same thing. He quit saying the word. So it's like, really? I don't know. I have, I've seen words cause problems in some other videos, but I haven't ran into that. I tried to look at the rules. And, they said there was some rule changes. I've not seen that. I checked my email. I checked my notices. I've not seen where that come out, but a lot of the channels are starting to abide by limited rules there. But then others are not seeming to have a problem. So I don't know what's going on there, guys. But just be on the side of caution here. We'll just throw in a few more code words. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say that country whose name rhymes with neck pain. So anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Jason, how you got venom. Oh, says Green Atlanta. Yeah, you get venom, you get bit by a snake. To kill viruses. It might get you too in the process there, Jason. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it as a treatment. Okay. But again, I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend treatments. This is not a medical channel here, although we do talk about wild medicinals, but we do so very carefully, just as an educational entertainment perspective, okay? Anyway, yeah, you're right, Sharon. So here's the operative thing. The sun is getting really active. This Sunspot group has been particularly, it faced us once before. It went around the far side of the sun and grew some more. And it's come back around, and it shot out a bunch of X-class flares, what seemed to be X-class flares on the other side. Well, our satellites have already detected an X2-class flare out of this thing just about 2 hours ago. It could be firing off all day. As it gets, let's hope it don't get more powerful, especially when it's directly facing us. That could be serious. But maybe we'll just get some good auroras out of it and get spectacular auroras. That's the whole thing. If we had a power grid hard, as some of us have been championing for some time, you'd have nothing to worry about. You just go outside and go, ooh and ah. It's the, oh my God. It needs to be ooh and ah. Isn't that pretty? And that's all we should have to think about. And if our power companies weren't so derelict and malfeasant, we would not have anything to worry about. But they've been derelict and malfeasant, in my humble opinion. Hey, we got the Pickaxe Prepper here. How you doing, Lisa Bowden? Say Granny Lana, Jason. So let me check. Nugs, yum. Hey, my nugs have to eat. I have to feed them nug kibbles. So let's see what we're saying in here. We got Cameron C. All right, good to see you from Sonoma County. All right, Zach, Vicky Salvage. Good to see you, Vicky. How you doing, Vicky? Nicole Parrish, Sophia. Yeah, Sophia watched my other video, guys. Yeah, I got a video on my other channel, Galactic Gregs. We hadn't seen it. What I was talking about, the space station. The Russians just got a big robot arm from Europeans. Now, imagine if this had not been in the works for a while, this wouldn't be happening now. But they just installed it on the International Space Station. Now they're all at, the nations are at each other's throats, but so far they've been somewhat cooperative in space, despite the head of Rock Cosmos. That's a whole nother story, guys. Rainland, hey y'all. Scooby Snacks, how you doing? Camo underwear. Howdy, Greg. And Jesse Mills from Northeast Arizona. Let's see. Tim Casper. Hello, Greg. Paul Balbudal. No, Balbula. Caribbean, I should say. Caribbean. All right. And Mike Zibalba. Am I saying right? Zibalba. I don't. Mike, how do you say that? Tim, they have combined. I think they are. Well, that would be scary. We see a lot of different polarities. They're not combined yet, but they're getting close. When the gases, really, Kaylee, and around getting tests and treatments. Guys, we have to pray for Kaylee, guys. We're going to have to pray for Kelly. Good seeing here, Nicole. Tracy, will it fry solar panels? Solar panels probably won't get fried from this. You might want to disconnect them. There are 3 forms of a waveform for an electromagnetic pulse, especially the nuclear has 3 waveforms: E1, E2, and E3. E1 is the shortwave stuff that'll burn out your small electronics. E2 is like lightning, mega lightning. E3 is a long wave signal that gets picked up by long conductors such as rail lines, pipelines, power lines, communications lines, anything that's a long conductor. That's what the sun puts out. It's basically E3, mega E3. So that's what you'll get from the sun. Your devices won't directly be, small devices won't directly be fried. Now, if your solar panel is connected into the big power grid, which is what they want everybody to do, it might get fried. The best protection is to put ferrite beads, chokes on the inlet power portions. Check out my video with Dr. Alan Bradley. He talks about that, and we give links in there for stuff you can go get that should help your solar panels. That's what I'd recommend. But also, you might want to, if you know you got the flare, come just disconnect it. Is the flare Earth facing? Sharon, yeah, it's close enough that we had one that wasn't quite facing us before the sunspot swung around. It fired off just before those sunspots swung around, and it caused the RF interference here on Earth. This thing is not facing directly to us, but it's close enough that we can expect some damage. We'll get some hit from it because these terminal mass ejections are huge. But it can get a lot more direct here in just a few days. So we got to really keep an eye on this, and I'll probably be talking about it some more. Hopefully not in too bad of a way. I just hope the internet and everything keeps going and we still have power. Vicky, in my humble opinion, there are those who are deliberately seeking to have us and the grid destroyed. Well, maybe that's why they don't want to get it fixed, but some of us are trying to force the question. Jason, it would be unfortunate if Russia deorbited the ISS. That's silly. Yeah, I think you're right, Jason. That's the head of the agency. I think the working guys in the agency want to keep it going. I've been to Rock Cosmos, and I met with the engineers there, and quite frankly, I admire quite a few of them. I've also been to the company called Inky that built the probes that landed on Venus. I got to sit and talk to these guys that did this stuff, and it was like, wow. And I was making pretty good friends. We were like riding around in Russia, all over Moscow, in a van, just sitting beside each other talking. So that was quite a treat to talk to guys that put probes on the surface of Venus that managed to survive for a few minutes. I saw somebody that said, well, that Russian land probes on Venus been survived a few minutes. Are you kidding me? It's amazing they got down on Venus and did anything. It's like the atmosphere is 900 times, 90 times or something like that more dense than the bottom of our ocean. It's like it would crush just about anything we throw down there. And the temperature is 900 degrees. It's like, it's twice as hot as the tip of a soldering iron. Guys, that place is hot. The pressure's dense. But if you go 50 kilometers up in the atmosphere. It's just like right outdoors here. Earth temperatures, earth pressure. If you build a house and hermetically seal it, toss it in the atmosphere of Venus, it would just about float at that level because the Venetian atmosphere, having so much carbon dioxide, is denser than Earth's. So you wouldn't have to have so much buoyancy to really have things floating in the atmosphere of Venus, which is wonderful. We could really settle Venus easier than Mars. It's a little easier to get to. The temperatures are far better than Earth. The pressure, the gravity, it's got lots of advantages. You can have solar power. The advantages of Venus just far outweigh Mars. Not to mention, you can put drag lines down and pull up stuff on the surface of Venus. Now, we got materials that will survive those temperatures. Can be done. All right, so enough of that. We're not a space channel here, but we are talking a prepping topic of the sun. And believe it or not, the closest planet to the sun is not the hottest planet. Mercury is not. Mercury actually has ice in its polar regions, deposited from comets apparently. But so you can find cold spots on Mercury, but Venus, nothing's cold on Venus except once you get up in the atmosphere. Yeah, once you get up in the atmosphere, up in the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Atmosphere. That's the way old German guy I used to work for would say atmosphere. Atmosphere. Up where the air is clear. Let's see. John Beck, I just didn't eat nugs daily. Oh, we don't eat the nugs. Well, if you're doing that, you're pretty tough. Let's see. Increasing discussion, moderation is more cause for hoping Elon completes his takeover of the silencing bird. Oh, there you go. Yeah, but it'll be real painful. I don't know if he's up for all the pain he's going to have to deal with. But, I understand where he's coming from. But again, maybe he is. Elon's a pretty headstrong guy. He's got the money to back it up if he wants to. Joe Dirt, how you doing? Even my garden is lacking. You guys, you're not going to be buying much fertilizer. If you ain't got it already, you might not be getting it. That's why I keep telling you compost. Compost. Listen to that last video with Jason. We talked a lot about what to do to make up for your fertilizer shortages, and worms are a great way too, guys. Stock up on nuggets for all your nugs. There you go, Jason. Amen. Let's see. Angel Lawrence. So Greg, if the sun is mad at us, let's give it something to cool down. Oh Lord, you sound like the ancients wanting to sacrifice to the sun. How about just praying to the greater creator? How about that, guys? If we all get together. Oh, there's been people that claim that if enough people got together and prayed that that the sun would calm down. There's an idea. It don't hurt. What do you lose? Broken Fish is ringing. Seen email from YT to posters of videos about neck pain. I checked my email. I didn't see it. But you saw it. Okay, Broken Fish. What did it say? I didn't get that. I don't know what happened to it. I'll look for it. Do you know what date that went out? I mean, I looked. It don't surprise me, and maybe they just skipped informing me, but does not surprise me. Guys, we do not have a freedom of speech platform here. It's like you can't. The biggest things happen in the world you can't talk about. I mean, it's like there's a comet coming straight at us about to smash us to smithereens in 3 hours from now, and we get on here. I swear to God, they would ban all discussion about it. It's like, okay, everything's fine and happy dandy. Go play with your puppy dog. Well, maybe that's what you should do if you get certain destruction coming, is share what little bit of love you got. But holy smoke, guys, this is nuts with these platforms act. I hope Elon does buy Twitter and a few other places. They deserve it. So these platforms are nuts. They're nuts. You can't talk about hardly anything. So it's pathetic. It's pathetic. But there's people that go overboard, talk nonsense. I mean, there's that. But you'd hope we'd have freedom of speech. But good Lord, guys. Anyway,
John in the Spirit says, Greg's, hi everyone. Good to see John in the Spirit. R. McEnrath. Wind was brutal here in Southern California today. Really? Wow. Yeah, we've had some crazy weather. Deuce Durden. It's been really cool lately. It's cool right here, right now. It was down in the 30s last night. Jason Smith says, I think both sides are acting like the other name for donkeys. There you go. Jason, I think you're on to something. I think you're on to something. Pull my finger. How you doing? Pull my finger. Let's see here. John the Spirit says, man, I no sooner leave a comment about 25% chance of X flares this week. Oh yeah. Did you put somebody else said that? I don't know if it's you. Somebody else said that on my Galactic Grid channel. Was that you? John the Spirit? Yeah, I saw a comment on there on Galactic Greg's. And guess what? Yeah, here they come, guys. Here they come. Yikes. Considering the mega drought covering most of the western U.S., I am concerned about the ROI, return on investment of the property in Arizona. I think you got the aquifer there is amazing. I don't have to worry about water for a long time. The aquifer in the part I'm going to. But I am interested in the stuff there. I got to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you, Vicky. I've just been drowning in tax work and trying to, and I got surprised by the sudden return to work. That kind of surprised me. I didn't think I was going to have to return to work till the 15th of May. So I got a little surprised with that. The fire season, these extreme winds, yeah, that's always a risk there. Unknown vector. Let's see, McGrath. One more thing, I'm interested to see what kind of CME shows itself. I don't expect it to be the worst ones out of X2. I mean, X-Class flares can really step up, and each number is 10 times stronger than the previous one, but all the X-Class flares should be taken very seriously. If the grid goes down sooner, the better, so we can restart. What has a problem is our nuclear power plants. We're going to have huge issues if the grid goes down now. There's a lot of stuff we should have got fixed that's not been done. We are going to be in a pickle. What kind of motorcycle can survive EMP and run on homemade fuel? Well, are you going to use biodiesel or are you going to use wood gas? If it's gasoline, they might do wood gas. Any motorcycle, well, a solar event probably is not going to fry stuff in your motorcycle. A CME, if your motorcycle's got computer chips in it, yeah, they're likely to be fried by, excuse me, not CME, but a EMP from a nuclear device. Jason says, I have family that helped to design the beam inflatable room. Okay, very good for Bigelow. Yeah, I knew people were. Bigelow hired me. I was supposed to go out there, and they delayed my start date, so I just called them back and said I wasn't coming. But I came that close to going to Nevada to work for Bigelow. Very close. Let's see, Joe Dirt. I was supposed to be their lead designer on electrical systems for that module if I'd have went there. But actually, before they built Beam, I was hired to go there before I started the job that I'm on now. In fact, it was right around the end of '92, I believe. I want one, but older with more size. Okay, Joe Dirt, what is that? Is Mercury tidally locked? It is, just like our moon is. It sure is. Scott Hudson, hello, how you doing? I think in Shallow or Snowflake area. That's right, Vicky. Let's see. I'm right for the Granny. You're talking to Granny. Jason, what about human manure? Yeah, we got to work that. That needs to be done, but you don't want to use it directly. You got to let the pathogens die down. The cool thing about worms, though, is no non-human pathogen can survive inside the gut of a worm. And worms will really go through their beds in about 2 months. Everything's turning into worm castings. And I'm going to say that something can't survive that didn't pass through the gut of the worm, but it's going to be a whole lot better. I would let it compost in a heat phase before I'd use it, to be honest. And they claim that you should use to put in a process and that lasts a few years and blah 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 blah. But then some people are using that stuff directly. But you got plenty of plants you can grow that it'll be okay. You know, plants have got a good biofilter. You just don't want anything splattering up on your plant, on the fruits and vegetables you might be eating from the ground, or use that applications of stuff. You might know that a lot of the golf courses actually use human manure to fertilize. So all these golfers walking around in their fancy shoes are walking around in human excrement. All these rich, fancy golfers. Hello, golfers. So let's see, finally got things ready so I can plow until tomorrow and hopefully even sweep the plant this week. Okay, very good there, John. The sun doesn't like the Parker Solar Probe being so close. Is that it? Trying to fry it. I think this was coming anyway. Broken fishing you are, says Rochelle. The comet is against terms of service. Oh, comet, like the comet in space. And we can make comments that are against the terms of service. I suppose that's what you really meant. So if we talk about the nation that rhymes with neck pain, we get a real neck pain. Oh. So you think 8.1 is coming there, Arm McGrath, based on the Salton Sea earthquakes? It could be. Salton Sea's got, you know, the San Andreas running through there. So let's see. John Spirit want to dry land some milo since a drought. That's my best bet in fall, winter wheat. Okay, there's broken fish. That's what you're talking about. Let in look which channel was on. I don't follow you there, broken fish. Rochelle Papitas, his sister, says, is this some channel? I don't know. John the Spirit, that was well, okay, so that was you. Okay. We'll go over and let them see how that video's doing, guys, just before we end here. Peace music. David Baum has some amazing concepts that we should be educated on. We need to get the same wavelength of prayer and positive. Hey, I've done videos where I was just trying to get everybody together to pray at one time. I've done that before. Hey, New Days, how you doing? I've done that before, with prayer sessions. I talked to Rex Bear about that, and Rex Bear got in with us. We had joint prayer sessions, and David Pyne got on this. So yeah, we might need to do this again, guys. Showed our earthquakes, fires, solar storms, war. There you go. Earthquakes, wildfires, storms, war, MP, civil unrest, economic turmoil, general unease in the population, the viruses we all face. And he said, how will it all end? With a picnic and a lollipop. Gosh, I wish. It's about all we're allowed to say here on this channel, on this platform. Holy smoke. Guys, I haven't seen such a mess in my life in the world. It don't look good. It don't look good. You know, we got to make our part better, though. That's what I got to say. Let's do the best we can with our piece of this, and work together to try to, you know, have our groups or tribes. I definitely got to get back with the Wise Owl. She's working that right now. Jess Mills have been having a lot of wind in Arizona. Fire season is coming with a vengeance. Oh boy. Until fire's over, that's not fun. When you know what hits the fan, smart people will gravitate toward the clean water sources. There you go. There you go. Water is going to be very important. Jesus Yeshua loves you all, says his name is I am. Ivan Langley, good morning, my friends. Good morning to you. The weather up here last few days. Yeah, you've been getting some snow, hadn't you, New Days? This company makes systems easily switch gas cars to flex fuel. I've done videos on that, my friend. Peace music. I've done check my show notes on my almost all my recent videos. I got a special deal for you. Go there, you'll get $20 off if you use my link to buy those things. Use my link, and you'll save $20. I got that. I covered that. I did the video with them. And I got a special, yeah, you can get $20 off if you use my link to buy the product. So check that out. Hi, New Days. I haven't. All right, very good there. So sleep, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, we've been getting cooler. Uncomfortable question. If it hits the fan, how do you pump the septic system? Oh, I'm planning to use my septic system right here. I've never had to pump one that I've had, but I'm planning to use compost and toilet out in Arizona. Let's see, what's the safest places away from nuclear reactors? So where is the safest places away from the nuclear reactors if they go? Is there anywhere safe in the U.S. where the fall is not going to go? There are places that are safer than others. If enough of these things go, everybody in the world can get some radiation. It's just a question of how long it cooks off. It could be extremely bad everywhere over time. But there are better places to be at. And I covered that in my nuclear bug out video. You got to check out my nuclear bug out video. Guys, y'all are missing a lot of my videos. I need to check. Worms maybe can eat the batteries from all these electric car nonsense. You know, I'll be honest, most electrical cars will never, ever get you to a positive so-called green energy status, because it takes so much energy to build them, build all those batteries. And the fact that you're really running most of these cars off coal anyway. So the whole green thing is a little bit deceptive. Let's see, but in some places it's useful, like in Arizona, where you get so much sunlight, and like where my place is, it costs so much money to run the power in. It's insane. I'm if I can find the money, I'll put solar here just so I can get off the grid. Taz, I cover that. Taz, guys, watch my videos. I show you in many videos where all the nuclear power plants are. I've done it several times. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it again and again. I got to show you guys something here in a little bit. Hang on, guys. I'll educate you here before we're done. To go look at certain areas. Peak Prosperity. Oh yeah, Peak Prosperity is a good channel, Pretty Grace. I highly recommend everybody check out Peak Prosperity. Chris Martinson is very smart. He's highly intelligent, and he's a really great analyst. He breaks things down very intelligently. And he'll pull the rug out of a lot of these nickum pops. There's a lot of people out there with PhDs that don't know jack dill about what they're talking about. I'll tell you that in a heartbeat. So don't tell me he's a doctor, he's got a PhD. Well, you know, I can get two PhDs together and they'll argue like cats and dogs. Both subject matter experts on the same exact topic. So I almost had the job of trying to get two of them to agree. Just to get so we can get a report out. The Office of the U.S. Army Survival Manual. That's a good one to have, Melissa. Very much. Very much. Shelby Meyer. Hi, Greg. Vicky Savage. I am definitely going to be researching composting household waste instead of using the septic system. That's a good idea, Vicky. Tammy Shirk. Can I come? Can I have some ice cream, Paul? Well, you know, I don't have it in the freezer right now, but I've been keeping it. So, yeah, come on, we'll get you some ice cream. Hot mess, no kidding. How bad is an X2 flare? It's not the end of the world normally, but it could be very severe. We could lose grids and, you know, some of your northern latitudes possibly, or something like that. Probably not, but you could have some damage. I would expect some with the X2. It might be minor, but it all depends on a lot of factors too. See, what happens is the polarity of that field, the CME comes from the sun. If it matches the polarity of our field, I guess if it's like exactly opposite, then they'll couple, and that makes it a lot more powerful than what you'd normally get. So it all depends, and you don't know the polarity of that field until it hits our satellites, like in geosynchronous orbit. Then you're only seconds away from it hitting Earth. So your warning time is very, very, very short. Very, very short. So I'm blessed I grew up in a military family. Okay, Melissa. John Spirit says, Jason, I've been seeing videos using magnets for petroleum. Well, yeah, but I've been seeing that stuff for years. I haven't seen anybody really make practical use of it. Vicky, look up the book Humaneer Handbook. Yeah. There's some stuff out there. Yeah, Vicky's got spring water, and that's great. Granny, Vicky, cover my dirt. See, just cover my dirt, my dog poo, and kennel. It turns to compost. There you go, Granny. New Days. Yes, GG. It's really been really ugly here since Saturday. Okay. Children, man made a car that used water for fuel, but the Big Daddy said no. Yeah, maybe it's some kind of catalyst to deal to break crack the hydrogen and oxygen apart. They usually takes power like electricity. Maybe there's some better way of doing that. 100% of the people will poop in dirt and mix it in dirt and plant seeds. The ones that don't know how to garden. There you go, Paz. Yeah, some things you got to do. You can make a cesspool. That's true. That's true, New Days. Hey, you can use a tote to make a cesspool. I know God did it, but you got to put some fill lines out too. It's not just a cesspool. You need fill lines so that stuff can distribute and break down. Peace music. So we sound all do more prayer. We should all, I think that's what you meant to say, should all do more prayer together. Again, ASAP. Positive thoughts are key. Okay, I agree with that. So wood gas, that's right, Chewy, wood gas. How you doing, Chewy? Good to see you here. I don't know if I can keep up with your comments. Y'all throwing them at me real fast. I don't need to be here all night. I'm gonna have to go here. John Spirit says, don't feed the worms batteries. No, I wouldn't feed them batteries. So that's nasty. Somebody was just making a comment, and I was just kind of going along with it. We're just kidding sometimes here, guys. But I don't know, we don't feed batteries to worms. Those things are nasty. Rochelle says, I just found this channel thanks to Broken Fish. Well, thank you, Rochelle. Nice to have you here. And thank you, Broken Fish, for bringing us some new viewers. Thank you, Broken Fish. And Rochelle, glad to have you here. Ivan, electric cars run on love juice. That's the kind we need. All right. So, Greg, where did you get your hat? I think I bought the hat at a feed store. This came from my friend Ed Kiker. He likes to make these military emblems. This is Space Force. I'm a space guy. Grant, if you watched the last flea market video, you notice I had your Space Force mug there. I like to take it to the flea markets. And that thing will keep my coffee hot. I took a bigger one today because I thought I really needed a big, because I actually ran my coffee early, but that one I took did not keep the stuff hot. I like the one I got from you. And Granny gave me a wonderful, what do you call it, like a thermos mug. What do you call those things? Well, the X2, well, I don't know the speed of it yet. We don't have a lot of detail on this flare yet because it's brand new. We'll be getting more details as it gets closer to us. And some of them travel very fast and some of them not so fast. It just depends. Etheric Bliss, bring us. Just wanted to say thanks for answering my questions on nuclear armaments on KOW. Now on topic, are these going to see some ground currents rising back from the ionosphere? Well, yeah, there is terrestrial electricity that comes from discharge of the ionosphere to the Earth. There's kind of and it flows around the Earth in sheets. A lot of people don't realize that. And an EMP actually puts a lot of current into the ground, a lot. So people think, well, we bury things, it's going to be fine. No. In fact, the thing we're protecting on those big transformers is the ground. We're trying to stop, we're putting shunts on the ground so the current won't come up from the ground and fry the core of the transformer. It's a surge blocker on the ground loop. Some of these devices are telling you they're going to protect your home by shutting everything to ground. They forgot you got a bunch of stuff coming up from the ground. Besides that, they're not big enough anyway. Some of those little devices are so chintzy. They're funny, but it's pathetic, in my humble opinion, if you know what I'm talking about. Very cold weather here in Tennessee. Hey, Melissa, I'm 8 miles south of Tennessee, and it's pretty darn cool here. Pretty darn cool here, I got to tell you that. Hey there, GG, brother, mods and chat. Hey, Paul. Star Wolf done. Let's see. Like and subscribe. Thank you, 23 Angel. Yeah, please do that. Taz, so if it hits the fan and you see people mixing poop and dirt and planting seeds before, yeah, you don't want to go eat for their, you don't want to go to their house and have dinner. How about that? Let's see. Hello, everyone. Much love to all, says Nicole Spencer. There's been a while since I've caught a live stream. Okay, Nicole, good to have you here. Good to have you here. Ivan Langley talking to Jesse. Let's see, cheery weather. Storm coming into the northwest tomorrow. May bring tornadoes. Oh, that's not good. Use herbivorous animal manure for growing human food. Well, that's just it. If you cross species, you don't have all the same problems. It's all Star Wars. No. We're talking, well, some people call Ronald Reagan's program Star Wars once upon a time. But we're talking defense stuff. There could be giant worms we just don't know about. You think so, Jason? Actually, they have found some enormously big worms a few places. Oh, okay. Y'all having a lot of fun with that there. Dune says New Days. Yeah, you would be looking for the spice there, New Days. Spice is nice, right? Let's see. Oh, hey, Status Quo. How you doing, Star Wolf? And Rex hat. I'm ready. There you go. Got the Rex hat. And I got some Rex hats here. A bunch of them around here. Let's see here. Raleigh Herrera. We're sweating in South Texas. Oh, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Peace Music says, I was told there is a special clay you ingest to help pull the in. Okay, maybe. Let's see, I've heard different things would detoxify you. Hey, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Certification. I saw a video where a young man created a motor for his car, runs on and captures radio waves. And radio waves just aren't intense enough to give you the kind of power you need to run a vehicle. So I don't know about that. That sounds kind of strange. Granny, I don't grow or have water around my kennel. I don't blame you for that. I know, Victor. I bet you can catch a lot of fish with pieces of giant worm. Oh yeah, well, you know what? You want ones alive. Some of these big giant ones like they bring out of the golf courses up in Michigan. This big Michigan nightcrawler reserve, like dead meat nearly. Fish, sure how much a fish wants to go for that. If I was going to fish with dead meat, I'd use chicken livers. Let's see. I like a live worm that wiggles. So I just bought a worm farm for my mom. She loves Ukrainne, Greg. She's quite the Doomsday person also. All right, Lee. Good to hear that. Crunchy biscuit ring eggs replace the newspaper and burlap as a worm blanket. They don't retain moisture as well and dry out quick. Okay. The burlap, that's a good question. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. What works much better? Let me get it. You said something works much better. They also love the watermelon. Oh, yeah. Worms love watermelon. Oh, my God. And banana peels. Watermelons and banana peels. All right, Broken Fishes. I'm watching your worm videos. We're very good. Snow Mama. Hey, I'm camping in the Coconino National Forest. Haven't seen or heard birds or, oh, that's scary. The Coconino is the aquifer in my area of Arizona. 91 in southern Arizona. Ooh, Sophia. Wow. Green Greg's worms and true leaf seeds. There you go.
I got links for all that. If check out my links for the true leaf market, you better be planting a garden. Get your seeds, guys.
You know, if the grid goes down, you got what you got. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That kind of reminds me of Jerry Reed. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Yeah, guys. If you got it, you got what you got. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. When the grid goes down, that's it. Game's over. It's like you're playing musical chairs. When the music stops, you better sit down. What you got's what you got. Ain't no more getting. Not likely. So stock up, guys. Stock now. Get seeds. If you don't plant a garden this year, get seeds for next year. You may not be able to get it next year. Just preserve them. I'm finding huge earthworm under my cardboard. Okay, very good, New Days. Worms like coffee grounds. That's right. Fed that for years. Special clay is probably, I don't know about the clay there certification. That's not something I've really dug into, except I have dug clay, but not with the subject matter. Let's see. Daryl needs to have some prayers. Cancer is running rampant here. Something up. Uh-oh, Star Wolf. Okay. We'll pray for Daryl for Star Wolf, guys. We'll do that for dinner. David Beard, would the wires in your house catch fire with CME? They could, especially if it's strong enough. I would not trust that they wouldn't. Consider it. We had fires in telegraph stations in Carrington and they didn't have wires going through the walls. They just had an insulator in the wall that they passed from straight from outdoors. They didn't go. They weren't wired up like we are today. Scary. Let's finish my coffee. We'll go over here and get something else. Tea. Tim, I understand that damages the hearts of the worms. Might be okay if you're going fishing with them, but they don't expect the harvest worms that's going to live that way. Giant worms, human ear, and nuclear war. Yeah, and CMEs. Don't forget, we're talking about CMEs too, David. If it's a big enough CME, long term, it can. Oh yeah, we could be cooked, guys.
And we don't know how big a CME the system could throw out.
Space wars, yeah. We're talking real warfare, guys. And we're using space as an asset right now for targeting purposes, intel purposes. So it's real, it's serious. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do some sharing. I'm going to take you guys to Galactic Greg's. And now we're going to go to Green Greg's first. We're going to go there. I got to show, because you've been asking about some videos. I got to show them to you. Then we're going to go to Galactic Greg's. And my videos are down because I've not been doing videos. So hang on. Let's do a share again. Ding, ding. And I may not read every comment going out here because it's already almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to the microgreen trailer. I'm tired tonight because I've been staying up late night after night after night doing tax stuff and other things. I'm kind of fried, guys. I feel like Friday already. So here I am. I see my video count's down. You're watching my videos. Viewership's going down. So I'm kind of suffering right now. So please share what you can, help me out. But what you guys want to see, come down here to this playlist, Nuclear Survival and Prepping with Green Greg's. Just when you go to my channel, go to this right here. This video, Nuclear Bug Out Safe Zones, shows you where the reactor is at. Now, you will see that in these videos. You may see that in some of these other videos out here too, guys. And also in some of my videos on power grid. You'll see more details on that. And power grid videos are kind of mixed in with some of these. I got 2 different prepping video playlists here. This is survival prepping. It's more in wild edibles and stuff like that. This one covers a lot of grid down, but it's not just grid down. It's also anything that can get us in the war that can bring our grid down. Oh, I didn't hit play all there. Let's get out of that. Yikes, yikes. Come on, stop. How about the back button for a change? I went too far back now. Yeah. All right, guys. Here we are. It's our live session. If you want to see all the videos on the channel, Don't forget, just go ahead and click videos. And then you can hit search this and type in something if you want to search for a particular thing. What have we covered on the sun, for example? It's just looking for topics. Sun shoots, sunsets. Okay, microgreens. There's another solar storm alert video. This is the one I was talking about. I did it about a year ago. According to this, solar flares cranking up our magnetic shields drop down. This is the one where I present the case of these two scientists talking. I'll put this in our chat notes, guys, for you. That's just an ad. That was Tesla. Oh. Let's see here. Skip it around here. There we go. This talks about how close these sunspots get. So they get a lot closer as they get building up here, guys. But this talks about the length of the cycle. And the parameters that these particular scientists use for measuring. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to stick it in our chat so you guys can see it. Here this goes. Ding, ding. That's the solar. And we're going to come back. I'm going to do the nuclear bug out video. Oops, too far. What's going on here? Oh, that's our chat room. Excuse me, I was messing up our chat room. Let's see here. Trying to get it rolling to go. Ding, 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 ding. Nuclear bug out. I'm going to share this one. Potential targets there. Come back over here. There you go, guys. Here's another link. All right, first link I did was to that solar storm video, solar cycle, and this is the nuclear bug out. John Gregg, what does it mean? Solar flare, I am in Arizona now. It means that we could get some damage on our grid. It means the sun's cranking up. It means as those sunspots get close to us, we could possibly see far worse circumstances. It means prep, prepare, get ready, just in case. That's the main thing you ought to think about it meaning. All right, enough of all that. Yikes, that's not the wrong page here. Let's go to this one. Yeah, this one. No, we're going to go somewhere else. So we're still sharing. Let's go to Galactic Grades. Oh, I don't want to do that here. I want to do this. Excuse me. Wrong spot. I got to go down here into the YouTube search bar. Galactic Grades. There's a Galactic Greg. That's not Galactic Grades. That's not me. There's also a Grades with apostrophe. That's not me either. Is this the same person? Interesting. Wait a minute. There's Bob Zubrin. I interviewed him on Galactic Grade, on my Galactic Grades. That's, yeah, don't click on the guy with the apostrophe. Well, that's somebody else's interview with him. I know Bob. All right, you can click here to go to Galactic Grades. This is the video. This is my video I actually wanted to show you guys to check out. It's got 80 views according to that. Come here, check this video out. I'll put a link to it. a short video. It's only about 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It'll take y'all long to watch this. And subscribe to my channel here, for Pete's sake. Need some subscribers on this channel too. All right, here's the Galactic Greg's video. Hey, Wise Al's in the house. Very good, Wise Al. Good to see you. We're going to have to talk, Wise Al. Everything's going crazy. We got to get our tribe running, moving. Your hair is perfect in that video. Well, thank you, Star Wolf. Much obliged. And we're going to have to move on here in a minute. So I'm going to do a stop share. Hang on, guys, we're going to stop the share. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, how y'all doing? Stop the share and do a prayer and get out of here. That's what we need to do. Wise Al worried about Kaylee? Yeah, of course. You're worried about Kaylee. So we need to pray for Kaylee, folks. Joe Lynn says moved from Oregon to Arizona, but just so we can prepare when we expect. When can we expect them? By the way, you're my worm guy. There you go. I found you originally. You're awesome. Well, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. I don't think this particular CME is going to take us down. It might do some damage in the grid. It's a pretty good strong CME. The fact though is the sun is really cranking out. We expect far worse out of it. Even maybe these sunspots. It's not beyond the pale that we could possibly get a keratin event here in a matter of days. It's a possibility. You just never know. That's why we got to get ready, folks. That's why you got to pray too. Who else should we pray for besides Kaylee, guys? Kaylee, let's pray for Grandma's daughter Kaylee. Let's do a quick prayer for Randy Bly. As we hit some prayer requests here. Broken Fish, yep, thumbs up, hit the bell. Thank you there, Broken Fish. No MP from Solar CMEs. Okay, Mystic, I've explained that. There's 3 waveforms that you have to worry about in the MP, E1, E2, and E3. The CME gives you E3. E3 is a long wave. It's a long wave length. It's what hits the long conductors. That's what you got to worry about, and it can be bad. Oh, Lord, guys, thank y'all for deleting that drops. Somebody's coming in here throwing out mess. We don't need that. You know what? We'll hide them from the channel when they throw out that kind of stuff. Let's see. Put using. Oh, you already hit them. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, people are throwing out nasty stuff. Got no business on our channel here, guys. We are a family channel. We keep it clean here. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Rex is JFK. Rex Best is JFK Jr. Rex Best. You think JFK Jr. has resurfaced to somebody? Help Greg battle the Al Gore. There you go. Never had no real mouth. That's what the thumb up does. Yeah. There's some thumbs up. That helps, guys. Appreciate it, guys. Pray for good garden growth. There you go. Let's pray for sanity in the world and know that this word come to a quick end without going nuclear. All right, guys. Let's say our quick prayer. No, I'm not Q. I don't subscribe to that. Star Wolf. I report it as a okay, Tammy. Yeah, we don't need all that stuff on this channel. It's out of place here. We're a family channel, guys. Pray for everyone having a good bug out spot. That's a good one, man. Yeah, boy, it's a big dilemma. Pray for my sister passed away. Oh, okay, Eric. She wanted her dog to be put under. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Oh, one other thing before we go. According to Liz, what's her last name? On her channel, wasn't her. There's talks that the rail lines have decided to cut
shipments of fertilizer by 20% right here in the middle of planting season. I was like, what? What do you got shortages and you're going to cut down deliveries by 20%? Where's this coming from, guys? And like I said before, we've been played. This is nuts of all times. How can they do that? Plan to have both Walpini and Chinese greenhouse. That's a good idea there, Vicky. All right. Well, you know, the Chinese greenhouse has big thermal mass at the back, so it's got some of the elements of Walpini too. I am the bug out spot for my two sisters. Okay, very good. All right, let's say our quick prayers, guys. We're going to call it a night here in just a minute. I got lots to do still. Mystics is exactly solar EMPs are picked up across thousands of miles. There you go. Okay. That court dog was like her own, very own child, I bet. Worm tea for the win. There you go, Jolyn. Prayers for North Shore. Oh, how's North Shore doing these days? Yeah, North Shore's had some issues. Let's do it. Let's pray for North Shore. Rabbit, who's good? Tennessee Bushcrafter. Amen to that. All right. My redhead friend says, Billy the Kid. The car is on fire and there's no driver. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that's our country right now. Heading toward the cliff. All right, guys, let's pray. All right, very good. Amen. I am from a redhead family. My mom was. I'm a strawberry blonde, which is actually a form of being a redhead. I always thought it was just blonde with red highlights, but no, it's a form of being a redhead. Same, it's the redhead gene. Spread the word for Jesus, says Melissa. All right. Well, I'm not a religious channel, but I'm not arguing with you. Start with broke fish. What a handle. Yeah, that's a good handle. Makes you think of Broken Arrow. You know what that is, right? Colorado Jan, where you been in Colorado? Man, Arnold's been asking for you. I have been sick through most of March and just started getting better. Oh, Lord. Colorado Jan, yeah, Arnold's been asking about you quite a bit. I'm glad you're back with us. Your mom's a redhead. So was your grandma. Okay, very good. Yeah, I do believe in the greater creator and the power of prayer, guys. So I try to keep it generic because we got people from multiple backgrounds. Gingers are cool. Okay, Jose De La Cruz. There we go, Ivan. All right, guys, let's call it a night here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mod. You've been really busy tonight. Wow, all that stuff coming in. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you all for the thumbs up. For the company, for being family, we'll be, God willing, we'll be back here tomorrow. And we'll have updates on the CME. We'll talk weather and a broader range of topics tomorrow night. I can keep my eyes open. Anyway, I told Kaylee she needs to know she is okay, and we're all praying to receive our prayers. There you go. There you go. Let her know. Let her know. If nothing else, she knows people care about her. That's important. You might try some Fireball to burn out the germs. Oh. Thanks for the ISS update. Oh, I mean, we did go there, didn't we? I didn't show y'all that. That's right. For a minute, I thought I did. Ultimate Core. Hey, we got a super chat. Thank you, Billy the Kid. All right. Man, a super chat in a little while. That helps. It really does. Good night, Greg. God bless y'all and love your information, says Trevor. Thank you there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you there, Billy the Kid. Appreciate that. Wow. Howdy, guys. All right. Thank you, sir. And good night.
just tuned in 3 minutes ago, says Ultimate Corgi. And we'll check the earlier part of the video. We're talking about a just happened over 3 hours ago that the sun threw off a major X2-Class solar flare. So, and these sunspots are coming in closer and closer. It could get worse, guys. If nothing else, though, you might see some good aurora, especially guys in the northern states. Miss New Day as always. All right, guys. Peace and love, says Ivan. Amen to that. More spiritual than religious. Okay, I go with that. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Bill the Kid. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate everyone. So once again, thank you, Bill the Kid, for being such a wonderful super chatter. Thank you, all you mods. You've been busy tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you all for the thumbs up. And we're going to go now. So thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have an awesome